pássaro que não sabe puxar. Vira, vira de 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 pássaro que não sabe.
Friendos! It's Tuesday again. How y'all doing? Yeah, there we go. There we go, so that way we can see each other. Well, hi, Viv. I can see you. I have to pretend that what Brendan's face looks like, and it changes every week, that image.
A man of many faces.
I've said so much despicable things on this show. I don't think I can ever show my face.
The one time you did show your face and I saw it, I was like, wow. The man, the myth, the legend.
The next time he shows his face, it's going to be like wearing a mask.
That'll be amazing. Can you please? Thanks.
I need everybody to take a moment to acknowledge their rival, their commander.
He's got 2 belts now. Shut. He bought a second belt.
Just to let everybody know that I'm the guy.
Oh my fucking god.
Stay tuned next week. You might have a third.
Oh fuck, dude. So
by the time we get to football season, he's gonna turn on his camera and he's gonna have like 5 belts and a whole trophy case behind him and shit.
Yeah, that's it.
You won that all in 1 year? In one off-season? With a fucking torn ACL? What?
I actually planned for pick'ems. I'm gonna get a little trophy that we're all pass around.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy that with my own money, and then I'll hold on to the season for safekeeping since I won anyway. But yes, that'll be our pick'em trophy that we'll use.
All right, so I'll steal that from you too. I'll take my belt back, take your trophy. It's cool. There needs to be a. I was a way better Supreme Ruler. I was humble. I was what do you call it?
I don't know why you're surprised. It's PJ.
Are you really that shocked?
No, actually, I'm not. I would have been more shocked if this wasn't how he played it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have been disappointed if I would have bought a belt, or we all pitched in on a fucking belt together, and he wasn't an asshole with it after he won the league. Like, that's kind of the point of the belt. All right. So speaking of assholes, we got a lot to discuss. We have SmackDown. We have a Raw. We have some NFL news. It's not really fucking, unless you like talking about people that are sitting on injured reserve. That's all you're getting. All right. Mike Williams is a Jet. Congratulations, New York, for your receiver that you'll have for 4 weeks. Good job. Congrats.
No, we've entered the part of free agency where fan bases are talking themselves into players and ignoring all the red flags that are in front of their faces. That's the part we're at.
This is my favorite part of free agency. The delusion. This is the delusion phase.
Oh yeah, there's like 20 teams winning the Super Bowl this year. If you go on Twitter right now, everyone's winning.
Fuck yeah, I know Dolphins are winning that for sure.
Oh yeah, this is the
Dolphins are winning for sure. This is the year. This is definitely the year for the Cowboys. It's always the Cowboys' year.
Besides that, another sports news. March Madness is about to start. We're going to cover that, whether you like it or not. I'm actually doing my bracket during this podcast in the background. On the NBA news, interesting. In the West, there's a 3-way tie for first right now. The Thunder, Timberwolves, and Nuggets all have 47 wins on the year. We have a month left in the season, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. In the East, really nothing's changed. All of the play-in teams are trying their best to not be play-in teams right now. They're all losing, so that's interesting.
And they're doing their damnedest to lose too.
Yes.
How do you lose into an Embiid-less 76ers? I don't understand. He aggravate me sometimes. Anyway, yeah, there's not much in the way of news for Tuesday this week. Which is great because we need a lot of time for wrestling because we're getting to, 2-3 weeks left to WrestleMania, and this shit is just popping off now. I think we got 2 Raws left to WrestleMania.
We do. And allegedly, I think The Rock's supposed to be at like the next week Raw or the week after.
Yeah.
I think it's next week's Raw. Rock gonna be over there to slap Cody 5 some more. Who knows? Or maybe he'll throw another Rock concert, which we'll get into that.
Oh my god. It says that The Rock is going to be on Raw on April 1st.
April Fools.
Yeah.
Hey, before we begin, I got a question.
Yes, you're right. FAU will be winning the national championship this year. You are correct.
No, okay, I didn't know that, but UM doesn't have anything to say about it. They're off, so that's probably plausible.
Frauds.
Yeah, they are. Sorry. But yeah, so does anybody know the details on Sasha Banks' AEW contract? Did we ever get that confirmed?
This is, if it's true, it's fucking insanely. Tony Khan's such a fucking weirdo, bro. He's gone past Jerry Jones territory. He's well beyond that. Dude, so allegedly they're paying her 3 years, like $3 million. And mind you, this is a program that is currently paying to be on TV. They do not draw enough people to actually not have to pay to be on TV. And they're paying people millions of dollars. Does this not sound like late stage WCW to you?
Yes, no, it does. One, yes, absolutely does. But two, it goes back to what I said earlier. First off, if that's true, if that's even remotely true, that is the equivalent of paying Ryan Tannehill more money than Patrick Mahomes. You don't do that. Like there's steps that you have skipped in the pay structure, and if any of the rumors on that contract are true, she has completely and utterly stuck a giant fucking dick into the market and wrecked it totally with no abandon, because everybody else that's due for contracts is going to be like, there ain't no way this bitch is getting that kind of money and I'm not. There's no fucking way. So I hope for the sake of the industry that shit's not true. That's why I was trying to find out if we had confirmed or not. The rumor was the Sasha Banks guy, well, who's now Mercedes Moné, but she got, what was it, 3 to 5? It was a 5-year contract with an opt out at 3, and it was for $10 million, like total.
Oh god! You know what's crazy is someone posted a clip of like her like press conference when she signed to Twitter, and she's saying in her introductory press conference that one day she's going back to WWE.
Fucking not at them numbers. What?
She's like, I'm just basically here to fucking rob the Jacksonville Jaguars for a bit, and then I'm going back to WWE.
I like how the Jaguars find a way to get robbed in 2 different sports. Oh shit, that's awesome. That's impressive. But no, so I'm sorry. That's I pray for whoever has to talk to Rhea Ripley when she has to sign a new contract.
Rhea Ripley. What about Charlotte Flair?
That's the other one I was just about to name. You're not gonna underpay Ric Flair's child. Yeah. There's no way.
Dude, they're gonna give Charlotte Flair the fucking Calvin Ridley contract. Fucking 4 years, $100 million.
The women are gonna be eating fucking good, dude. That man, how pissed you gotta be for like leader Trish? Like, what the fuck? 10 million? I fucking broke my neck for $500. 10 million? What? Who's her? You know what? Again, does she have an agent? Who's her agent?
I don't know.
Agent? Is that agent the same agent that discussed Kirk Cousins' contract? Is that the agent that's keeping Russell Wilson in business? We need to know. These are important questions, you know? I might need an agent. Shit. All right, so I'm sorry. I had to touch that because that caught my attention. But let's get to SmackDown, right? Right? Y'all ready for that? For the Memphis, Tennessee SmackDown Rock concert?
For the 15 minutes of SmackDown that was good, yeah, I'm totally talking about 15 minutes of SmackDown that was good.
To be honest with you, you ain't lying. So because this is not going to be a very long review. I didn't put much here. I made pretty pictures in the doc. If you have
Very
the
nice.
doc
I like
open.
that. I appreciate the pictures.
I was like, I accidentally did it, and I was like, oh, I could do that. Cool. I'm gonna do that every time.
This is nice.
I didn't know you could do that in a Google Doc. That's fucking sick. Anyway.
Good job.
Sorry. All right. Anyway, so we're opening to a recap video of The Rock getting the shit slapped out of him by Cody. And we're in sold out Memphis, Tennessee for this. So after we get the video, it's gonna be a Rock concert and town hall, I guess, but it's a Rock concert. So be prepared because this is a lot. This is the longest segment in the notes by a lot, like not even close. It's basically the crux of the show. Everything after the show is kind of just like a detail. You watched this show for 15 minutes, like Brendan said, and then it was like, whatever. So we're at a Rock concert. The Rock comes out to his new thunder-laden entrance, but now we get the Hollywood rock music to go with it, which I thought was a nice touch. They made a little switch there. In the ring, waiting for him is a table with some drinks, microphone stand, a chair, and a sheet music table. We are going to get a Rock concert in Memphis, Tennessee tonight. But first, we have to get a history lesson about The Rock in Memphis as Flex Kavana, which was the dumbest fucking name I've ever heard anything be named ever in my fucking life. Thank God he decided not to do that as a long-term plan. And we also need to let everybody know in Memphis that The Rock has finally come back to the place he started his career, so he's finally come back home. After which, we introduce our backup band for the night, which are two guys that I have no idea who the fuck they are, but I don't listen to country music. They're probably people that listen to country music would know. I don't know who the fuck they are, so sorry about that. But he's got a backup band. They're standing on the announcer's table. One's got a harmonica, the other's got a guitar. We're obviously going to have a really good Rock concert. Did the first Rock concert ever have a backup band? Do you remember that?
No, he was always a solo act.
Man. So The Rock really came with the bells and whistles from Memphis, bro. He really.
Well, look, when you're the only thing holding a whole show together,
when you're the owner of the show, you're owner of the company.
The Friday Night Rock show. Once this man is done with this fucking story, SmackDown is dead. Bury it. Move it back to Thursdays. Yeah.
This is over. We'll get to that later in the in these notes. But so before he starts talking, he's fucking with the crowd. Some ladies like yelling, which I cracked up when he said, "You definitely sound like someone that The Rock could love, drunk and horny." I was like, "All right, cool. We're still on Fox. Hell yeah." So we begin our blues-inspired rock concert, and the crowd is absolutely loving every minute of it. And it's so hard to tell that The Rock is a fucking heel right now, because Memphis is fucking dying over this shit. So the song The Rock performs is about Cody and Seth. Rock sings a historically accurate verse about the birth of Cody Rhodes with a photo of Stardust on the screen. Bars, by the way. I'm gonna give you some bars that he said. Dusty's youngest son was just what he feared. He tried to raise him right, but he turned out too weird. And that's when he said in total frustration that drugs and cheap condoms was a bad combination. I love The Rock right now. There's no way that he could be a heel, dude. It's impossible. He's coming out saying fucking this shit on Fox. And I'm supposed to hate the guy. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it.
Couple of things I want to put in on that. Did you guys know that WWE actually asked Rock what he plans to say, and they send over the script over to Fox so they can bleep out whatever they need to bleep out before it's said and done?
And Fox is just letting this shit fly.
Well, it's like, apparently, I don't know how real this is. This is just, my Facebook feed enticing me with WWE news. But ever since The Rock's promos, dating back, I think about 2-3 weeks, WWE is up 25% on viewers.
Hell yeah.
So, it could be a mix of, it's WrestleMania season, but,
no, that's definitely the fucking Rock, bro.
It is. Because
The only reason why I started rewatching it is when he came on.
I haven't actively watched wrestling since it died in 2005. And this is basically the only reason I'm watching. The rest of the shit sucks. I'm not going to lie.
So I'm going to tell you something that's funny. And it tells you how I know it's The Rock. I was out bowling on Monday, watching this thing on the iPad with the captions on when he came on. That dad's sitting next to me because he's watching the team bowl. And I was like, "Yo, Pops, look who it is." He's like, and his whole shit lit up. He was like, "The Rock? He's wrestling again? Yeah. Wow. Who?" And it was a 20-minute conversation after that. And that's when I knew, oh, dude, The Rock is pulling fucking... He's still fucking pulling people like my dad. We're done here. This is it. We are back.
The Rock's doing such a good job. He's starting to make me hate Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
you know what? You're right. This guy does fucking suck.
The only person The Rock's not
you
better
and your
than
story, Cody.
is obviously your tribal chief here. He's not better than me. But someone brought up a clear-cut argument. The best 4 people that were on a mic. And it's funny because I think one guy shouldn't be in this list. But they had The Rock, CM Punk, John Cena, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And they asked you to rate them in order. So I'm curious how everybody would rate that right now. Who's your
out
one,
of those 4?
Out of those 4. I'd put...
The Rock is still number 1.
Really? I honestly...
Far and away.
I've watched all the errors, and I just think the person that could literally take a crowd that's jeering or feisty crowd and turn them around is John Cena. His mic skills are fucking dumb stupid.
Cena's good, but it's for different reasons. The Rock can make shit shine.
That's what John Cena was good at too. Is like there'd be some shitty promos that he would go out and he would sell literally shit to people. I would
rank Cena 3rd because you know what? This is recency bias.
You better have.
That's unfair. That's unfair. It's recency bias. No, I was gonna put Stone Cold too.
No, you're biased. Yeah.
But it's a bias. I like Stone Cold. So
I'm curious, Brendan. What's your order on that?
Stone Cold legitimately would probably be 4th on that list because he didn't have
He didn't have to sell.
Just he
didn't have
was
to talk
so
about it.
fucking over.
Yeah.
Like
was so
he
over.
could literally say whatever. Cena had bars. Cena's got to be second. Man, but that's tough because CM Punk had bars for different reasons.
CM Punk would just drop pipe bombs.
And I feel like that's
he
more
was the most
important.
natural, free-flowing guy there was to mic skills, because he would literally just say what the fuck came to his mind, and it would sell. And WWE loved and hated it at the same time, like, because it's marketable, but it's like, dude, you're bad-mouthing everything we stand for. Brandon,
That's why it's so awesome. Yeah, I would put CM 2, Cena 3.
Who's your 1 through 4 there?
I would actually agree with you. I'd put Cena number 1. I'd put The Rock at 2.
Yeah,
I'd put Stone
CM
Cold at 3 and CM Punk at 4.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I don't think they had that accurate. I think the best person that's ever cut promos in the WWE was Paul Heyman in the early 2000s.
That to
You
be
know what?
fair, no,
He's
no,
not
accurate.
lying.
He's not lying, dude. Like
He's so
that
good.
guy, for him to sell Lesnar as and the funny thing is I'm rewatching WWE in its early 2000s right now, and I'd see Paul Heyman. I'm like, holy shit! You really took a guy who cannot say shit on a mic and put him so over. It's not even funny. Like, cool. He had the great moves. He had the freakishly large body, but we see that all the time in the WWE. Paul Heyman, the Brock Lesnar combo to this day is just fucking phenomenal to me.
For me, it's the famous one, the one that he's known for in that era. It's
The Vince
yeah,
promo.
the go home to the invasion finish.
Yeah.
When he fucking tears Vince an entire ass, bro. Because when I first heard that, and even now, if you put that on, by the end of that, you're ready to run through a fucking wall. Like, you want to go kill Vince McMahon.
And it just goes to show how awesome the raw power of the late 90s to early 2000s had, and why. I'm rewatching it now, and it was literally cookie cutter matches over and over. Like, there was at least Kane versus Jericho match, I think 6 pay-per-views in a row. And they were all over because everybody's just phenomenal on the mic during that time. Like, I'm even watching Chris Jericho. I'm like, holy shit, dude, you know how to hold yourself on the mic.
He's
I
underrated.
love
Jericho's
him.
very good on a mic.
The Chris Jericho show was phenomenal.
I think it's something that this current era lacks right now. A lot of these
And
guys
for the matter, Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre are good on a mic.
Yes, but then
Drew
dwindles
right
down
now.
from there.
Drew right now, we'll get into it later in the notes when we get to him. Drew right now is very good on a microphone.
Dude, and this is why I can't sit through most of these fucking shows, because you get 10 minutes of actual entertainment, and then they go into some weird fucking match between 2 people. I don't even know who the fuck these people are, and they cut to 3 different commercial breaks during this boring ass match, and then it's an hour later, and I'm turning off the fucking TV.
One criticism that I have, and it's with SmackDown, they don't have enough heat on their matches.
They don't.
There's not enough for me to want to sit there and be invested. I like the moves. The in-ring product for WWE is always good. As in this era, it's always good. They have quality control in that era, but they don't, in the writing sense, they're so focused on the Bloodline story that it's very
Everything else is,
obviously killing
not-
the rest
yeah.
of SmackDown.
Yeah. Viv, what's
Like,
your 1 through 4? Sorry.
Mine would be The Rock, John Cena. I put Steve, and then
Over
I put
CM Punk. I know you're
yeah,
not
because I'm
CM
a CM Punk hater. Honestly, I don't fucking like him.
Yeah, fuck that.
I don't
First,
It's not like I don't think he's a good wrestler. I just don't understand the hype. But it's also because he left when I started rewatching it, so I could never understand. All I knew was that he caused so much drama, actual drama with everyone, including Vince, and I was like, fuck that guy.
the allure to CM Punk is he came in a time era where we hated the system very
Yeah.
badly, because we were coming out of the system fucking us very fucking hard in recession. So we were pretty mad at the man. So
Yeah.
CM Punk's character was what we wanted to do to our boss.
Literally, it was another runaround on the Stone Cold saga.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Vince saga.
Yeah.
I kind
CM
of
Punk
I
was Stone
figured
Cold
that's how he
reimagined.
was. I was like, I'm like, whatever.
And to be fair, CM Punk, I didn't think was that great in the ring. It was his mic skills that really put him
It's
over the
his
top.
mic. CM Punk's not a good wrestler.
No,
He's
not at
not.
all. Not at all.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can go ahead and kill me later. He's not good in the ring. He's... When you can't make it look good in AEW, that's a fucking problem, bro. Like,
Yeah, they fucked up with him. They should have gave him the mic more.
anyway, so
With all these people, it's so bad, dude. I swear to God, I'd be the worst in-ring wrestler of all time. But if you just gave me a microphone and I just pretended everyone was Jim Irsay, I would be the most over person on SmackDown
Oh my
right now.
God, fucking bring in Jim Irsay. Let me give him a heart attack. Just sit him right there in that wheelchair. Give me the microphone. I only need 2 minutes. Get an ambulance ready. Alright, so the rest of the song is calling Cody a mistake. The ceremonial comparison of Seth to Becky, a sneak diss on John Morant in Memphis,
That was awesome.
and Cry Baby Bitches. All in all, not a bad concert. Would attend again, definitely. That was I would say a 9 out of 10. You know, it could have gone a little longer. Is my only critique. All in all, really nice to see, you know, the classics come back. The Rock then replays last week's slap. Rock says it's all good. He smiled. He's fine. But let's see what Cody did right after slapping God himself. And after replaying Cody crying on Raw, The Rock went, "Oh, he cried. You gotta be shitting me." On Fox! And let me tell you something about this, okay? So, I find this...
He's paying them to let him say whatever he wants.
I find this particularly hilarious on the replay because whoever is in charge of the censor button on the replay has the reaction time of a depressed slug. All right? Because how it goes on the replay is, you've got to be shitting. The sentence is, you got to be shitting me. They bleeped me. What fucking guy is sitting there like, oh shit. Like, dude. Is it a 10-15 second delay? How long do you need? Like, that's bad, dude. Fire him. He's not good at his job.
And they get the script beforehand.
Oh, fuck, that makes it worse. You're right.
They get the script beforehand. So
Nah,
that
he's paying the censor button guy. He's like, here's a couple mil. Let me say what I want, and I'll let you keep your job.
There's also some heat backstage. I don't know how accurate this is because a lot of this WWE talk that I see on Facebook is not accurate at all. The Rock is getting some heat from some of the superstars because he's allowed to say what he wants, but they aren't.
I don't know, because Cody's... We'll get to that later. I don't want to spoil that one. But people are saying... Seth Rollins is saying what he wants, you know?
Not as derogatory as The Rock. Like, what was the last time you heard someone say, "Are you shitting me?"
Nah, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, well, maybe if they stopped having the personality of a cinder block, they'd have more freedom.
this is true.
Yeah, I'll get to it later, but it does sound awkward right now when they do it. But you know, what my theory is, they're so used to the era that they just came from.
Yeah.
That them even trying to do what The Rock do is gonna sound awkward. That needs to be eased in. You can't just let Cody come off of the fucking cuff like calling people motherfuckers and cunt bitches and shit like that. It's not as it's gonna sound awkward as shit. We'll get to that later, but it's gonna sound awkward as shit. The Rock he comes from a different era, so it's expected. I think they're gonna change that though. This Netflix deal, I think.
Yeah, they'll have a lot more freedom.
Anyway, so The Rock closes this out with a message to Mama Rhodes, in which he declares that Cody is gonna get his ass whooped, and he's not bringing home a belt to her, but it's okay, because The Rock has got a belt for her, and he pulls out the leather belt to whoop that Trick chance. Stop. Can we please put the guy on Raw?
He is so over on NXT, dude. I've watched one match.
He's so over everywhere, bro.
And I watched one match. I'm like, damn, wow, this guy can actually wrestle. He's got a great theme. He's actually decent on the mic. He's fit as shit.
Yeah.
Big fucking guy. He could be inserted right now into main events, and he would sell.
Like, put him on Raw. Or SmackDown. SmackDown fucking needs somebody.
So I don't understand why he's getting pushed so hard over Braun Breaker right now. I get it, bro. He's another big guy.
That happens a lot to the NXT like people who are
Braun
so
Breaker
on the
was
top.
on NXT.
But that's what I'm saying. Like as soon as they're moved to the main roster, just they don't push
I don't
it.
see the hype behind Braun Breaker. I just don't see it.
I don't either.
Well,
but he's
you know
like
what it is that they're doing with Braun Breaker? They're turning him into gold. They're doing to him what they did to Goldberg, but they're trying to do it the right way. But Braun Breaker's not interesting now because how interesting was Goldberg when you first saw him? It's a 10-second fucking match. He comes in, he spears somebody, jackhammers somebody, and he leaves. The allure about Goldberg was those signs in the crowd that said like 360,000 and 0. Like that's what they're gonna do to Braun Breaker. They're gonna
another streak in.
Yeah, they're gonna Goldberg him. It's so fucking obvious.
and then Brock Lesnar is gonna break the record.
And you know who else is getting that treatment, but it's not so obvious, and they're actually doing it the right way?
Okay.
Tiffany Stratton.
That is true.
They name a singles match you've seen Tiffany lost since she's been on the roster.
None.
And she doesn't do it like Braun. She doesn't come in just fucking clothesline somebody, pretty moonsault, end the game. No, she like has a match. Like,
They're trying to push their new talent because they know, you can't have Roman forever. You can't have Charlotte Flair forever. All these people are not going to be here forever. So you got to find your next batch of people that you can insert. But one obvious person,
Go ahead.
the one obvious person that they can bring up right now and literally give an Intercontinental title to, a U.S. title to, would be Trick. Honestly.
Ooh,
Yeah?
We should put Trick versus Logan Paul. They'll both shit talk so much to each other.
That actually is a great booking right there.
That is a super good book.
You heard it here first. Watch it happens.
Go, bro. Go get a fucking job right now. Bro.
Apply for WWE right now.
On SmackDown.
Excuse
They
me.
clearly need
Please
writers.
hire me. I will create better stories than what you have right now.
True. Look, Triple H, hear me out. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Let's collab.
Here's what we're gonna do, Triple H. You're gonna move what's his name? The fat guy with the mullet that thrusts his hips. What's
Otis.
his name? Otis.
Otis!
We're gonna take Otis. We're gonna move him to SmackDown. And I'm gonna be his manager.
It's over. Otis will be sober at that point.
Oh my gosh.
Jimmy Hart, this motherfucker, bro.
Speaking of Otis, one guy that I'm kind of disappointed in that has sputtered his wheels on fucking, is it Raw or SmackDown? I'm not too sure, but Chad Gable, man, what a heartbreaking defeat for him.
You know what? I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but I'm not so sold that he's disappointing yet. What they're doing with him is very interesting. They're making him be like, oh God, he's going into an emo street. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not Alpha Academy. Shoosh. There's no jokes with him right now. He's like in this emo fucking I hate the world mode. Gunther's a fuck. I don't think this shit with him and Gunther's over. I think that's why I think Gunther's
like
dropping the belt.
Every time they tried pushing him, it never works. He never gets like hype behind him.
I think Gunther's dropping the belt, and then immediately going into a program with Gable. That's my way too far away prediction for this whole shit with Gunther and his title.
Are we going over this shitty first match of the show?
Yeah.
We could not.
I appreciate them trying to push diversity in the WWE.
Anyway, yeah, he tells Mama Rose that he'll make sure that he's got the belt soaked nice and good with Cody's blood and tears before he gives it to her, and then says something that's like a country lyric song. Either way, what a great town hall. It's an awesome concert. LWO versus Legado de Fantasma. That's the next one. That's the first match. The first match comes 25 minutes into the show. It's a WrestleMania qualifier for the 6-pack ladder match. All of these matches suck. All of them. The entire qualifying tournament sucked. Like, with the exception of Otis for 15 minutes. The qualifying tournament sucked. Just saying. We could have at least put a little bit of effort into that.
You can tell this was
shotgun, bro.
This was an injury booking. All of my main guys are hurt right now. A lot of people are out for WrestleMania. CM Punk, Braun Strowman.
We need to do something with Judgment Day.
We need to do something with Judgment Day, so we got to fill in the holes here. And this is where fucking LWO and Legado de Fantasma, like, God, fuck, dude, like, Eddie Guerrero's spinning in his grave right now.
They had to find a way to make an excuse to have a match with the Judgment Day and Regeneration X and the Awesome Truth. They had to find a way to make it make sense.
That's fair.
I use every single tag team in both rosters to do it. Just saying. So it's a very typical lucha match, but it does have some very nice looking spots. These guys look pretty good in the ring. The LW does a lot of awesome looking moves, springboarding from middle rope. They're very clean, but again, this is, typical lucha stuff. There's not really any. Wow!
It's all kind of like, man, Ricochet did it better, to be honest.
Yeah. The boys in Legado do display some amazing balance. They have one spot where they got Del Toro on the top rope, and they climb the middle ropes on either side to do a corner to flapjack him, and the balance it takes to pull that off is pretty fucking wicked, because they're basically sitting on the ropes with like all their weight. That does take a bit of balance to do. I found that particularly impressive.
Oh, you tried that out once, Monkey? Didn't work out for you?
Dude, I wouldn't have even tried it with my fat ass. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, there ain't no way.
Brandon's practicing right now. That's why the mic's off. Oh, not the camera's off.
After some more high flyer.
Still ring in my backyard.
Oh, really?
Monkey's jealous. Really? Really about that.
I'll go over there.
Do
some backyard. I'm a retired backyard wrestler. My career was exactly. How long was middle school?
How long was middle school?
I don't think you want to age yourself right now, Monkey.
I think my career was that long too, Monkey. I understand. I've been pedigreed a few times.
Dude, we were worse. We were like the Juggalo backyard wrestlers.
Oh, you guys actually got weapons involved. Thank God.
Yeah, we took duffel bags of felony charges to a back of a school before school and beat the shit out of each other, and then went to school. Like, because all that had to happen at 7 in the morning.
Nothing like 7 a.m. backyard wrestling.
Growing up in Miami in the early 2000s.
I'm just imagining just like 6 or 7 like chubby young juggalos with patchy neckbeards hitting each other with Faygo bottles.
No. We were like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, bro. We didn't have no beards and shit, bro. We had little peach fuzz. We sounded like this. You know, like
Going upside each other's heads with steel chairs.
hand me the Fago, you fucking weirdo. Just pour it on my head. Sing lyrics about axe murder at 14.
Oh my god.
You know, it's a living, it's a life.
It's a lifestyle.
It was
not a
fun. I
phase,
enjoyed
Mom.
it.
Oh man.
Definitely wasn't a phase. And that's why I definitely didn't have that shit tattooed to me like everybody else did. All right. The idiot can stop texting me. Fucking Jesus.
A word from our sponsors.
After some more high flyer offensive trading, LWO tries to do baseball slides toward Legato out of the ring. That ended disaster. One meets a guardrail instead. The other gets super kicked mid-slide. Legato hits their team finish, which is basically a military press into a soccer kick to the stomach. That totally looks unfun to take. Legato wins and advances. Big whoop.
Yeah.
They're not gonna win that match, so.
I'm waiting for the day WWE pulls it out of left field where a random team wins. I'm waiting.
Out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere, dude.
Yeah, so when the Dudley boys come to WrestleMania and fucking wipe anybody for no reason.
That for some reason popped up on my Facebook that like the Dudley boys are coming back, and I was like, that would be
Hilarious?
crazy, but also a little
Justify.
concerning.
Hilarious and a dick move?
Yeah.
Didn't they do that? Did the Hardys win?
The Hardys
I-
came back
The
at
Hardys came back.
WrestleMania. I was
Didn't
at
they
that
do-
WrestleMania.
I'm
I
not
like
gonna-
literally freaked the fuck out. I was like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. My wife could not understand why I was crying. And what's wrong with you? You
wish
wouldn't
I could
understand.
the video I took of the Hardy boys coming out when I was at that
She doesn't
WrestleMania.
understand the folklore behind it.
Nah, bro. I marked the fuck out for the Hardys. That was my team, bro.
Monkey, they could bring the Dudley boys back at WrestleMania, and we can finally see the 3D the long way.
You did everything you could to make me spit that beer out.
He had that one loading. That was in the chamber, bro. The minute we said Dudley Boys, he's like, all right, loading this one up.
Long way.
Long
I did that shit to Steve last episode too. Yeah, I called someone a retard, and he goes, "You can't say that word anymore." I go, "Well, that's retarded."
Reverse Uno.
Hi, Rumble. How you doing?
Reverse Uno.
Where's the censor
Alright.
button? Where's the censor button?
That guy. We killed that guy. We starved
Oh, he
him.
works
we
for
locked
Fox
him.
now. Got it.
Yeah, we sent him to Fox.
No, he quit. He quit after I brought out the AI generated Hitler voice.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, he did.
He was like, "I'm done. I'm fucking."
I can't
I
say
quit. I need a real job.
That's why he's got the reaction time he does. We sprained his finger. So now we get LA Knight on stage interview. So this is just a good 10 minutes of LA Knight being awesome on a microphone, which he is. It's generic awesome, but it's awesome. It's basically a mixture of The Rock and Stone Cold, and a guy that does not look like either one of those at all.
Yeah.
Not even fucking close.
Yeah.
We start with someone who's supposed to interview him, but that quickly changes when LA Knights takes the microphone and tells the woman, "I just need to cook for a minute." Because, all right, Russell Wilson. I don't know if LA Knight knows or not, so I'm going to let him know. Russell Wilson isn't cool with the kids. He's not even cool with the dudes that, like, in his peers. He's just not cool. LA Knight spends the next few minutes trying to call AJ Styles out to come humble him, and proceeds to throw every short joke at AJ as if he himself is like 7 feet tall or something, and not the exact same height as AJ. In the midst of this, LA Knight complains about AJ going all the way to Oz to screw him over. And while he goes over there and says X marks the spot, LA Knight marks the spot. Nah. LA Knight spots the marks. Bro, bars. That was fucking hilarious. When he said that, I was like, yo, let me replay that real quick. That was fucking cool. In response to AJ's comments last week, LA Knight walks around that LA Knight walks around like he owns the place. Knight says, I may not own the place, but at Mania, I will own your ass. Again, bars. But after his sign-off, AJ Styles comes from the back and humbles LA Knight with a chair before accepting the WrestleMania challenge. So we have that match set. It's going to look cringy when AJ Styles does anything. Because even the whole chair spot looks stupid. Like, I'm looking at this picture now. It looks dumb. I don't know what it is about trying to act like you're being held by a chair, but it doesn't look good. Anyway, so after that, we get Logan and Nick backstage. Logan enters Nick's office asking what the plan is for punishing Randy Orton for his actions last week. Spoiler alert, there is no plan. Logan wants Nick to force an apology from Orton, but Nick suggests Logan should get that apology from Orton himself. Paul leaves, telling Nick it figures he can't do his job because he can't even find a WrestleMania opponent for him. This was basically pointless. Well, it looks pointless when we see it. There's a point to it, I guess, later. We're going to get Grayson Waller versus Randy Orton before the match, or versus Randy Orton, but before the match, in the back, Paul Heyman is given a heart attack by a backstage interviewer, which just leads to Jimmy accepting Jay's WrestleMania challenge with an emphatic yeet, which I guess they allowed him to do. Roman Reigns must not be around, so he was allowed to say yeet.
Dude, he looks like he's on crack in this picture you got.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, even the promo video that they released, he looks like he's on some shit.
Jimmy doesn't have a good war face.
Weird. Jay has the same
I
name.
always knew this about the Usos, man. I was like, you guys look a bit aggressive sometimes, man.
Yeah, but he doesn't look aggressive here. He looks stupid. That's the problem. Like Jay's got a better war face.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen both Jimmy and Sami Zayn fighting over a half-drunk beer when I'm leaving Revolution at 3:00 in the morning, like two homeless guys fighting each other over who gets the last of the natty ice.
Jesus fuck.
That's my natty ice. That's my natty ice. Sammy would win.
Sammy would win.
Oh, he's got way better crackhead powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Sammy's definitely gonna win.
You ever see him when he's loading up for a Hulua kick?
He's like having a stroke.
Bro, I get scared, bro. I think he's gonna hurt me.
He's pulling off like his best Bray Wyatt impression, which doesn't make any sense for Sammy. So Grayson Waller and Randy Orton. After Randy Orton milks his entrance for 5 full-ass minutes, Logan Paul joins the broadcast team, and this extended squash match of Grayson Waller gets underway. It's definitely a squash match, as any and all offensive attempts by Waller are either no-sold or sold for like 2 seconds. So Randy spends a good 15 minutes just beating the shit out of Waller, while the real attention is on Logan Paul talking shit with the broadcast team about the encounter he had with Nick Aldis earlier. During their match, Theory tries to interfere a few times, but ultimately makes no difference and gets middle rope DDT for his trouble on the second time. This leads to an RKO to a flying Waller to end the match, and then Theory jumps Orton. Theory has Orton held while Logan does TikTok dances in front of him until KO comes out to rectify the situation, chase everyone out of the ring. Randy comes to and almost RKO's Owens, but instead turns him around to catch Theory for a stunner, who, by the way, terribly times the sell. So when the stunner happens on Theory has to jump basically because it doesn't look like he came down with the stunner. So stunner happens, Theory sits back up and then has to jump over Kevin Owens to get RKO'd. It looks fucking terrible.
Terrible.
As Paul escapes up the ramp, Nick Aldis comes from the back to take this moment to ask Logan if he ever got that apology from Randy, which I laughed when he said that. He then informed Logan he in fact has found a match for him at WrestleMania. It's going to be a triple threat match versus Randy Orton and Kevin Owens for the U.S. title. Logan is understandably panicked. That match is going to suck.
You already know who's going to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey.
Hey, someone's got to wrestle while it's still daylight out of WrestleMania. Okay, someone's got to do it.
That's true. That's the one I'm not looking forward to. That's gonna be the where's the food match?
Yeah, this is the match that you hear in the background as you're grilling and waiting for the show to actually start.
So after this Damage Control backstage interview, this is just Dakota adding more heat to the Damage Control feud while also promoting their match tonight. Not much here. Dakota vows to break Bayley tonight, and she won't take out Damage Control and make it to WrestleMania at the same time. So anyone who feels sorry for Bayley is a fucking idiot because Damage Control is her fault. Explains that they fucked Bayley over because she was jealous of Io and threatened by the Kabukis. That's it. That's the promo. It's kind of lukewarm. Dakota needs more work.
She just got back. It's okay.
Anyway. Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. Reminder, Triple H will be on the Pat McAfee show live on April 5th, which, fuck yeah. And I think Michael Cole, he said Michael Cole's co-hosting.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. I'm definitely watching that. So this ends up being a Dragon Lee match for the entirety of the match. Lee was in control from start to finish until a spot on the apron that has him Hurricanrana del Toro into Angel. Just to enter the ring and catch a Phantom Slam from Escobar for a pinfall. What I do find very interesting here is how protected Dragon Lee is. He won last time, and now he's here, and he basically controlled the entirety of the fucking match until Santos gets a lucky, win. So it looks like they're trying to build Dragon Lee into something. What? I don't know, but something. Anyway, he gets jumped after the match. Unlike last week, though, Carlito's around and he shoots from the back up to come help out Lee. Carlito clears the ring of Del Toro and Angel before Santos stops the assault. It's then we get Rey Mysterio, who comes out actually wearing a decent mask this time and whoops Santos' ass before he escapes up the ramp. Rey Mysterio grabs the mic to talk some Spanglish shit on Escobar. Spanglish shit. What I like about Rey Mysterio, I don't have to translate anything he says. He does it for me. Because everything that he says in Spanish, what he says in English right after, that is the exact thing he said in Spanish. So it's like hearing that shit twice. Because I understand what he said in Spanish. So I'm listening to him basically say, like, apples, apples. Like, twice. In two different fucking languages. Either way, he's challenging him to a 1v1. So we're getting a 1v1 between Rey Mysterio and Escobar next week. Which that should be cool.
Quick question about SmackDown wrestlers. if you're a Hispanic wrestler on SmackDown, are you only allowed to wrestle other Hispanic wrestlers? Because it kind of seems like that's the move right now.
That's a good question. That's a fucking super fair
I will
question.
send it over to Triple H right now.
Yeah, I want to know that. And maybe it's, you know what? Maybe it's not their fault. Maybe it's that they, you know, don't want to wrestle anybody else except luchas. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all a little clique together.
No, unacceptable.
Yep, open it up. All right, so you know what's really
they're setting up a great gimmick match at WrestleMania, the Mexican Civil War.
Yes.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
We are canceled again.
Racism.
If we're not canceled, we're about to be. New Catch Republic versus Pretty Deadly.
Oh god.
So
this is where I turned off the fucking TV.
I can understand why.
Anytime I see these fucking midgets wearing underwear spinning people around, I'm out.
So this is another qualifier match for the 6-pack tag team title match at WrestleMania. Keep in mind, I did say all of these matches suck. This one is no exception. This match starts off with Pete Dunne killing the gays, and then goes on for like half the match with Tyler getting in some sort of offense. Which, again, find that fucked up. Like, more than half the match is Pete Dunne committing hate crimes in the middle of the ring. It's wrong, dude. Like, well, WWE, where's the line? We got the Third Reich. We got fucking crybaby bitches. Are you shitting me? Fucking now we've got killing gays on live TV. Like, what the fuck is the line here, bro? Like, what do we do? This is attitude era as fuck.
All right, I know a way we can save Tyler Bate. I figured it out. Do you guys remember that Chris Masterson guy, and how he had the master lock was like his thing? We're gonna do the same thing with Tyler, and he's gonna call it the Master Bates, and that's gonna be his finisher.
Why do you keep saying shit when I'm trying to trade? You wait until I sip and then you say some shit like that.
It's all strategy. It's all strategy, monkey.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Part of the script.
All right. Is it? I'm looking. I don't see it. I see a lot of gay killing, though.
Oh, I send you the right script then.
True. All right, so and this goes on for like half the match. Tyler getting in some offense too. It was about that time when Tyler Bate did his stupid helicopter move, which looks even fucking dumber with a Pretty Deadly member on it. Just saying, like the move already looks dumb, but when you've got a Pretty Deadly member on the shoulders with the half shirt and fucking the long ass hair and it looks even stupider. So it was about this time that I had that thought, who the hell did Pretty Deadly piss off to get this gimmick? Because that's all that goes through my mind for more than half of the match is like, someone in the back hates these guys. There's no way that they just dreamt up this fucking gimmick. Like, they fucked somebody's mother or something and were given this gimmick, and they've got to ride it. How long has Pretty Deadly been around, by the way?
Since NXT last year. They're not actually gay. I hope you guys know that.
I know they're not gay.
But
I don't know. It's pretty fucking gay.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I know that they're
off
not.
Somebody to get this fucking gimmick, dude. Like,
Yeah, you gotta fucking either you're gay or you have pissed somebody off extremely because they. But you know, to their credit, they play it good. They definitely look the part. Fucking. Anyway, after a few moments of offense to try and convince you this isn't the third squash of the night, New Catch hits the Birminghammer and advances. So this match sucked. Sorry. Like, these things suck. I wish these matches didn't have to happen to get... Why couldn't we just pick the teams? Why?
Oh my
That's no
god.
fun.
So I'm just like, I got curious about these Pretty Deadly guys, and I'm on their pro wrestling Wikipedia right now, that website.
Yeah.
They wrestled together in the Indies from 2015 to 2020, so they've been doing this together for a while. Their previous name was even gayer.
Oh god.
Oh, so this is a thing for them.
They were called Greased Lightning.
Oh my god.
Tell me they had like... You know what it tell me they had like... They looked like Blades of Glory.
I hope so. There's no pictures, but
Oh.
wouldn't it be funny if like when their entrance is like them just walking to the ring and they're just like greasing each other up? They just got KY jelly and they're just fucking greasing up.
That's funny.
Thank God we're on Rumble, dude. This is over. Pretty Deadly is gonna be the one that gets us fucking banned from everything.
Grease.
All right. Before the match, oh yeah, we're getting to Bailey and Dakota Kai, by the way. Before the match, we see the New York Jets are weak bitches. They're mark-ass motherfuckers acknowledging Roman Reigns on the X like some punk-ass bitches. Fucking
Wait.
New York Jets.
Who from the Jets was there?
No, just they pulled up a bunch of fucking teams and shit that had made posts on Instagram and X. Acknowledging Roman Reigns. I guess it was his birthday or something, and the Jets were one of them. And I was like, them weak fucking puss ass bitches. No wonder, bro. No wonder you guys don't win shit. You chumps. You don't fucking acknowledge shit. You go win, you bastard ass Jets. This is why you can't win shit.
You know what?
I agree.
If the Jets are gonna post about anyone from wrestling on their Instagram, they gotta put Greased Lightning.
Oh god.
Alright. So, we get a shot of the crowd that focuses on some signs. And there's one of The Rock getting the dog shit slapped out of him with a big LOL on it. I had to make sure to put that in my notes because I laughed at that hard as fuck. I laughed at that harder than I should. When I saw that sign, I was like, look at this. I paused it. Took a screen cap, sent it to fucking Dante. Like, look at this dumb shit. Good sign. Anyway. Bailey comes out hot. Gets whooped that Trick chant. So that is twice now that Trick Williams has gotten a fucking chant in a program that he's not even in. Like, Trick Williams is so fucking over, dude. Again, this is the second time I'm bringing it up tonight. Since this is the second time he's getting a chant tonight, bring the fucker to the roster. Like, clearly, he's over. Match is hella sick. Bailey's fucking destroying Dakota. Bailey hits a disgusting looking stunner on Dakota through the middle rope. And Dakota sold that shit like a champ. Match ends at a DQ. Bailey gets jumped. Naomi comes to help. Naomi's evicted. Bailey gets jumped again. The EST chants. Show ends with Damage Control on top. That was it. It's it. So I fuck with the main event though a lot. The Damage Control feud gets some really good heat here, which they desperately needed because like Dakota Kai looked really lukewarm. But it's an obvious setup. This is the only semi-interesting part of the night was this match and The Rock in the beginning. We need more dude, this is a 2-hour show. We need something here. Like Raw's got an even fucking longer show and they're doing just fine. Granted, it does get a little slow on like the second hour. But this was she got whooped she got her ass whooped to EST chance too, so people were expecting Bailey and I don't get why, but whatever. This show sucked. My opinion. Just that I'm with Brendan on this. This show was good for like 15 minutes and then the rest of it sucked.
I agree.
I like the Bukkake Warriors though. They're cool.
They're cool.
They're cool. Didn't Asuka get injured? Is that true?
Something like that.
So we did get a report that Asuka's got a knee injury.
It's a back injury.
No, it wasn't a back injury. It was a knee injury. It's one of the two.
She hurt.
She hurt. She broken.
So they might actually lose the titles if that's the case.
Oh no, she did. She got injured on this SmackDown.
Oh.
Asuka got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your Japanese
it's a knee.
warrior princess.
It's a knee injury. It's a knee injury. So
it's a knee injury.
She's not,
twinsies.
She's not in any major match unless she holds the titles right now. The women's tag titles.
She's a Kabuki warrior.
The Bukkake warrior, you mean?
And those are the tag team champs at the moment on SmackDown. And SmackDown's already like suffering.
Who are they going against for the titles?
I don't know. I don't think they have a match yet for WrestleMania. I know the last time it was like Katana Carter and Kaden Chance.
Yeah, I thought they had one for
already. I don't know if they do or not. I think that they were trying to figure that one out.
Put me in. I'll fuck them up.
And now they fucking might definitely not if Asuka's hurt.
You guys saw what Will Schefter posted in the group?
Oh god.
The Jake Paul announces. Paul announces he's bringing Gunn with him to fight Mike Tyson. Oh, fucking shit, dude. Oh, God, I love the internet, man. It never fucking loses.
No, they haven't announced who they would go against.
Who cares? Nobody gives a... You know what title's fucking useless that? I was at the WWE shop, I'm like, who the fuck is gonna buy this useless-ass title? Who's gonna put the fucking women's tag team championship belt in their fucking trophy and be like, yeah, that belongs there. That belongs in my trophy shelf. Hell yeah.
Clearly a Kabuki warrior enthusiast, so will you stop making fun of Brendan, please?
My bad. His Bukkake warriors.
I just like the Bukkake warriors.
That is all.
That is all. Oh, man. Is it time for Raw?
Oh, it is so time for Raw. Hold on, let me get a beer. Raw deserves a new beer.
Alright, cool. While you do that, everyone's going to bask in the glory of me having 2 titles now. Because you guys couldn't do shit.
You gotta hold the other one, too.
Oh, yeah,
hold it at the same time.
Brendan, this is what winning looks like, Brendan.
Oh, God.
He's
only seen it for 20 fucking years. He's so fucking bored with it. He's trying something new for a change called losing a division for multiple years.
I did something that his Lord Savior Tom Brady could never do, is win 2 titles in 1 fucking year.
Oh, God.
One day he'll catch up.
I told them that stay tuned for next week as you'll have a 3rd one.
Yeah.
Perfect boy.
for the Super Bowl win that I got. Gotta get a title for that one too.
Look, if I took your route and was giving myself awards for shit, I would need to buy a bigger house with a larger bedroom, and I would need a fisheye lens.
I need a fisheye lens.
Capture the whole room.
Listen here, buddy. You ain't got no titles right now. I don't hear shit. You didn't win when it mattered.
Oh, by the way, one more critique on SmackDown. The fucking commentary team sucks.
Yo, Pat, you guys saw... Oh, wait, no, that's going to be Raw.
Who is commentating on SmackDown?
It's Wade Barrett and Corey
yeah.
Graves.
Oh, Corey's on SmackDown?
I don't like Wade Barrett.
Who the fuck are those guys?
Wade Barrett's alright, but he's not. It's.
I don't like listening to this rough voice in my ear for 2 hours.
They should have kept Byron Saxon with Corey Graves and have them beefing the entire time.
Let me make sure that's right, but I think that is right. I think it's Corey Graves.
While you do your intermission.
I like that SmackDown announcers.
You know, I do this for Brennan. This is for Brennan, dude. Like, let me get nice and shiny there for you, Brennan. Right?
Yeah, I'm just glad I set a good example of winning.
I was right. It's Wade and Corey.
You said that so depressed. It's Wade and Corey.
I like Corey. I don't like Wade.
Let's get to a real commentary team.
Michael Cole
and Pat fucking
McAfee. I'm catching up. I'm catching up in the chat here real quick. Monkey, I saw your thing about University of Miami hockey winning a championship. I hate to break your hopes and dreams here real quick. They're a Division III school.
So don't worry because I forgot to follow that up. I was today years old when I found out that the Hurricanes had a hockey team.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know we had one. I was just like, oh wow, that's cool. Wait, we have a hockey team?
Yeah,
when
they
did
won
we
an
have a
AAU
hockey
championship.
Team?
If they played Division I hockey, they would lose 50-0.
Give them a benefit of the doubt. 15-0.
No. I watch college hockey. No, I'm not giving that team the benefit.
Jesus Christ, you must be bored.
Hey, he lives in Missouri, dude. Like, come on.
That's fair enough. There's enough.
Give him a break here.
Well, you could become a Chiefs fan.
Why?
It's like, no, I'd rather watch.
I'd rather watch
Division III hockey than be a Chiefs fan.
You're lost, buddy.
Hey, I got a bone to pick with the Chiefs too. They're doing some dumb shit right now. The ownership, so they're basically demanding that the citizens here pay extra sales tax so they can renovate their stadium. And if they said if we don't all give them their money, they might move. Fuck those guys.
Wow.
Are you ready?
I'm not gonna lie,
Are you ready to be a fucking Wichita Chiefs fan?
No. Thank God I don't live in that fucking county, dude. If I lived in that county, I would move. Thank God I don't live where that fucking stadium is.
It's funny because I just played them in Madden and they keep harassing me though.
You know what would be even funnier? Is if the Chiefs became like the Georgia Chiefs and just picked another city.
Oh my God. The Savannah Chiefs.
The Savannah Chiefs.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, fuck.
This is your destiny.
Alright. Let's get to Raw. We're sold out in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Pharaoh is here. That is very important news.
I didn't even know what this dog was before tonight.
I didn't know that Pharaoh was a thing. And what's crazy is they give you him in the video game, like as a card in your My Faction, And I was like, well, who the fuck is this
You
dog?
play my faction? I fucking hate my faction.
I went in there for a second just to see what I got for free because I got the 40 40-year WrestleMania version. So I wanted to see what the fuck I get for free with that. Now, one in my faction, and you get a Cody Rhodes pack with a manager card, and it's fucking Pharaoh, the dog. And I'm like, who the fuck is this dog? And then for the next 2 weeks, like some subliminal messaging attacking my fucking brain, all of a sudden figured out I know what a white dog looks like, so now I'm going to throw this white dog everywhere on WWE TVs, like on a fucking side of a bus for no reason. Now Cody Rhodes is bringing a dog in. This is Pharaoh. Well, I didn't know Pharaoh existed until I saw that card, so like, right now I'm convinced that Pharaoh is just a part of the simulation.
It's in your
I hope that when The Rock shows up to Raw on the 1st, he makes that dog lick peanut butter off of his balls.
I'm getting pretty good at laughing with beer in my mouth. Alright, so it's time for an USO promo. That's how we're kicking this off, and there's no better way to kick off Raw than Jey Uso coming fucking out with Pat McAfee going absolutely goddamn ape shit. That there's no problems with that.
And this week, instead of saying I yeeted all over myself, this week he's saying it's hard not to get yeeted.
Which is even worse.
No, I just love just the cut of Gunther, and you just see. Stop. I'm sorry. He's funny as fuck to me, dude. It's fucking gold to me. Continue.
So Jay immediately calls Jimmy, knowing he is in the building. Jimmy comes from the stands with Solo Sikoa, grabs Mike and enters ring. Oh, the minute I lost myself in the notes here. Jimmy emerges from the crowd with Solo Sikoa, grabs a microphone in his ring. After a momentary stare-off with Jay, admits to Jimmy that albeit they are apart now, Jay doesn't fuck with him anymore, bloodline anymore, but he does miss him. He wants him to come back. Jimmy interrupts and says he never left. He's been protecting him his whole time. It's just Jay's too blind to see it. Jimmy reminds Jay that he helped him leave the bloodline. He then starts oozing fucking salt about Jay's recent success. He's the top merch seller. He's the biggest superstar on the roster, but he really seems to be pissed off that he was a tag champion without him. That's the one that really gets to him. Jimmy asks who left who. Says everything Jay has done has been because of Jimmy. He wants to make it very clear Jay's biggest moment in his career is because of his big brother. Jay says, nah, the biggest moment in my career is going to be my dream match at WrestleMania when it's me versus you and I knock the yeet out of your ass. I love that that's going to be a tagline moving forward. But, alright, so I'm going to stop right here. I'm a fucking absolute mark for this whole shit. I'm a mark for the brother versus brother. I'm an older sibling. This storyline is going to get me every fucking time. And they play it good, dude. They're like, oh. There's real emotion in this promo. It's all Jay is so fucking bad at hiding emotion, and it's all over his face. Like these guys are happy. They are fucking happier than a pig in shit right now. These guys are eating this shit up. So for me in particular, I enjoy seeing brother versus brother because it's always like this. But the Usos turn it up to like the 10th. Like we are very ready for this, and we still have 2 weeks of promo to go. Now we are at the end of this, very ready to see this fucking match. This is to me up there with the headliners, like in terms of interest. I'd rather see this match more than Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Like, I'm fucking ready for an Uso bloodbath. Anyway, so after this, Jay smacks the shit out of Jimmy and punches Solo off the apron. However, Jimmy hits Jay with a super kick. Then when he gets turned around. Numbers game plays as Solo holds Jay down while Jimmy is screaming in his face. To chants from the crowd, Cody Rhodes runs down the ramp and enters the ring to clear it and save Jay. So that's how we get to our first commercial. Awesome fucking promo. This is like top tier shit for me. Really, really, really good promo. I'm glad that we also finally we start. It's a nice change of pace to start the fucking start a show without like Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins coming into a ring and talking, or Rock, or coming into like it's Jay. I like starting a Raw off with Jay. We should start Raw off with Jay every week. I'm serious. What a way to start off Raw. Fuck yeah. Pat McAfee losing his goddamn mind. Just that's the first 10 seconds of Raw. Pat McAfee losing his shit. Yeah, dude, that's how we should open shows more often. Anyway, so after this we get Pierce backstage. Pierce is backstage bitching on the phone when Paul Heyman walks up. Paul is denying all responsibility for what has just transpired between the Usos, and after apologizing, assures Adam that Jimmy and Solo have left the building. Paul Heyman says he has some official business to handle, and then he himself will be leaving as well. So we get to see Paul Heyman a little bit later tonight. Yippee! I'm always happy to see Paul Heyman. Okay. I apologize. I'm so sorry. We have another 6-pack tag team ladder match at WrestleMania to qualify for WrestleMania. Woo! I do like that. Okay, so I lied. This match is good. I forgot about this match when I said that all the qualifying matches for the 6-pack suck. This match was good. Brendan, did you watch this match with the Creed brothers? Did you die?
Brendan?
Hello?
Hello?
Truth!
He's on
Sorry.
AEW right now.
I'm working on something here.
Oh,
He's on AEW.
he's working on his backflips.
No, I'm working on. There's a special guest joining us later. I was just texting him to make sure he's showing up.
Oh yes.
It's Paul Heyman.
Mo actually hit it on the nail. It is behind him.
It's not Paul Heyman. I'm sorry, guys.
Aww. Monkey
But
game
did you see the Creed brother match with DIY?
Yeah, I thought that was cool. You know, Regeneration X. This is a good time.
All right, so we have a really good finals match for this one. This one is an actual match. The Creeds come out in these gray amateur wrestling tights that I do not appreciate. We see enough junk on this program as it is. You do not need to be coming with skin-tight gray tights. All right? Let's leave those at home. Pick a different color next time. Please and thank you. Just a word from the board, you know. Letter from the editor. The classic, this is going to be a classic Brutes versus Flyers match. While that gets underway, Pat McAfee takes a moment to explain to us the intricacies of cauliflower ear, just in case you didn't know what cauliflower ear was. The Creeds look fucking amazing in this match. All of their tag team offense is clean as hell. The executions are very well done. These guys are textbook wrestlers. They're hella strong too. There's plenty of spots in the match that display that. We had Brutus roll up Ciampa while suplexing Gargano at the same time. And that picture looks fucking ridiculous every time I look at it. We got Julius starting a vertical suplex of Ciampa from his knees. So he was on his knees and lifted him fully to a standing position in a vertical suplex, and then kept him there and waited for Brutus to get Gargano in the same vertical suplex before slamming Ciampa. So he had Ciampa in fucking a headstand on his shoulders for fucking what seemed like forever. And he started that from his knees. That's strength upon strength, bro. That's insane. After Brutus throws Ciampa over the announcer's table and has a moment with Pat McAfee, it's time for DIY to get in some offense, and they get in their flyer offense, which in its own right looks very awesome. This entire match is one of the best of the night, in my opinion. Ciampa hits a sick-looking white noise on Julius from the top rope, and then we get a display of double-team moves from both the Creeds and DIY that showcases what these two teams are all about. Creeds put DIY in tag team ankle locks, but DIY rolls out into their own submission holds, which both look like different versions of an STF. Then it's reversed by the Creeds, who put DIY over the shoulders and basically toss them at each other, which
That was awesome.
fucking that looked like the most real moment of the match. Just fuck these guys. Then we get back-to-back moonsaults from the Creeds before a Brutus bomb on Ciampa is reversed into a series of roll-ups that's finally ended with Gargano super kicks Julius into Ciampa's roll-up for a pinfall. It's an amazing match. DIY is going to WrestleMania. This is the only good match of this series for qualifiers, and it was I kind of wish the Creeds won.
Yeah, they were awesome. That was the first time I've seen them. They were really impressive. I have a problem watching the Gargano guy because I heard Vince Russo bitch about him before I ever watched him wrestle. So anytime I see Johnny Gargano or whatever, I just hear Vince Russo in the back of my head, Joey Gargano, bro. And I can't take this guy seriously. I don't know why.
Damn, Vince Russo doesn't like Johnny wrestling. That's not a surprise. Vince Russo don't like anybody. That's why I like Vince Russo. He's a fucking funny guy.
By the way, I was watching one of his live streams the other day, like a replay of it, and you totally super chatted him and asked him a question. I forgot what question it was, but I thought that was hilarious.
Bro, you know what it was? I didn't have enough fucking characters, and I'm not gonna pay this guy $5 for fucking an extra 20 characters. The question was supposed to be, what do you think about promos being done on podcasts like Pat McAfee? Because that's what The Rock was doing at the time.
He didn't understand the question at all. He goes, I don't listen to podcasts, bro.
He completely didn't understand the question, and it's because the question comes out, what do you think about promos on podcasts? Parentheses, Pat McAfee, because that was all I was working with for characters. Like, you get when you get on Vince Russo's shit, you got to pay like $2 to ask him a fucking 75 character question, and then a fucking $5 to get another 75 characters. Sorry, Vince, fuck you. I'm not giving you $5 for 150 characters. The bitch, you ain't Twitter. Like, I'm not doing that. I'll just leave a comment.
No, Vince, I gave you enough money in 2000, okay? Gave you a lot of money.
It was honestly just to see if it would. I honestly did that to see if like it would come, because he said something about, oh, I only answer comments that are like super thanks or whatever the fuck. So I was like, all right, let me see how long it takes to get UFA's name on his fucking podcast. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I remember that too. I need to do that again. I'm gonna end up doing it again.
So I was like listening to it on my lunch break, and then I was driving back, and it was still playing in my car, and I just hear Vince Russo goes, unsolicited fantasy advice. I go, what?
Dude, when he said it, I was like, yes, it worked! That's forever on his shit! Stupidest question in the whole fucking show. Forever on his shit. Dude, are you kidding me? That's promotion upon promotion. That's going to turn out, baby. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna find ways. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna find ways to fucking get UFA's name on different podcasts, like asking stupid questions.
I'm about that.
All right, so we get Andrade and Judgment Bay backstage, and there's nothing here, which makes this funny as fuck. Because if you remember last week, they told Andrade, we'll talk to you when Dom's here. When Dom gets here, he says like 3 words in the entire fucking conversation. So what the fuck were we waiting for? I thought Dom was gonna have this like profound fucking like role in this whole. No, it's just, hey, dude. Yeah, man, I like your style.
I didn't understand it because like this whole thing about him being there was apparently they're just telling him like, oh, we might invite you to be in the Judgment Day, and Andrade's fucking attitude the whole time is like, I don't care.
Like, I guess.
I don't really give a fuck.
I might care when you tell me, like, I don't know. And you know what? You summed it up. I don't even have to go through that. That was it. That's it. Like, hey, we might let you join our club. It's a cool club. It's very exclusive. JD McDonough makes sure to let you know how exclusive Judgment Day is. Because JD McDonough is the guy that needs to be telling you that.
He basically just walks away and says, okay, Mr. Money. And then that's the whole segment.
That's it. What's up, Mr. Money? That's, Which, by the way, anybody that wanted to know what they said in Spanish, nothing. They didn't say shit in Spanish. It was idol, Mr. Money, and they walked away. It was fucking nothing there. This was an entire 5-minute nothing burger. This was show filler. We need to fill that TV time. That was it. After that, we get Indy Hartwell and that fucking bitch Candice LeRae versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. I'm sorry, no, Vivi, she's a bitch now.
I like Indy. That's my fave.
I got some serious problems with this match. I'll get to it when we get to that part. There's some things that piss me off about this.
All we're going to talk about is Candice and how she was being a cunt last week. That's the entire commentary of this match.
Yeah, that was wild.
Candice has a super heel moveset. All of her moves are, I want to kill you. She had this whole like fucking beat shit in the corner. It doesn't look good with her in particular, but whatever. Katana tweaks her knee after reversing a back body drop from Indy. There's a commotion in the corner after this happens, as Indy backs off to let the ref and Kaden check on Candice. LeRae, or to check on the Chance. Candice LeRae tags in the match while Indy had backed off and let the referee do what he was doing. Indy wasn't looking and gets fucking sneak tagged. So Candice rushes in, grabs Chance's leg after baseball sliding into Carter. Grabs Chance's leg, busts it up in the ring post, and then puts her in a single leg Boston Crab for a submission victory.
Okay.
So
pause. So
go ahead.
They set up this whole thing to make Candice look like an asshole, which I get that. But isn't the whole point of like the whole wrestling thing is like when you have a match with someone, you're trying to hurt the other person? So why are we taking injury timeouts?
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole point? To injure the other person?
It's a women's match. They treat it differently.
Yeah,
like if you watch the UFC fight, you're watching the UFC fight, like you're watching the fucking Sugar Sean versus Cheeto fight, and he takes that knee, and the ref goes, "Whoa, pause."
Time out.
Whoa. Are you okay there, Cheeto? That looked like it hurt, man.
That's all.
You gotta
That's-
watch them knees. No, that's a fair observation. I don't remember Mankind getting a fucking injury timeout after the 700 fucking chair shot that The Rock gave him.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, all this is to display that Candace is back up to her country,
Yeah.
and
Candace
Indy is
is
not about
asshole.
her country.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point of this match. Candace is a huge asshole.
Candace is a bitch, and you need to hate her. That's the whole point.
You know who's gonna stop her? Tiffany.
I'm so about that. Tiffany
Yeah, we
Stratton
got
says,
your team
"Bitch,
Tiffany Stratton will do a beautiful moonsault on her to show her.
I'm
who's
totally
boss.
Team Strat."
Tiffy time.
All the time. My son hates that shit. My son hates me in wrestling when it comes to the women's division because all of the girls that I like, he cannot stand. He hates Rhea Ripley. He
What?
fucking hates Tiffany Stratton because they're all the bad guys, bro. My son's still like super into the good guys in wrestling, so he's like,
So
how
they
can-
like
how
Becky
can
Lynch
you-
and Bianca
how-
Belair.
Yeah, he likes Becky. He likes Becky. He likes Alexa. He likes Bailey now because Bailey's not in that mean group anymore.
In the mean group. She's the mean one who created them. The
Yeah,
fuck?
Short-term memory ass kids though. Like,
WWE smokescreen. No, I
And
remember
now-
she's back.
and now you forget everything she did. Like that's it.
Go back to the good old Smiley Bailey.
I remember when Rio won the championship. Oh man, this kid threw a whole temper tantrum, bro.
But she
Like-
wasn't even bad at the time. She was like just
No, it was over Charlotte. I think she was
Oh.
bad.
yeah.
She was the bad guy for that one, and he hates the Judgment Day, which sucks for him because I fucking love the Judgment Day. Like-
Oh man. That's funny.
So we get a WWE announcement that Bray Wyatt will have his own documentary on Peacock on April 1st. No, that is not. My wife had asked me that too. It is not an April Fool's joke, I promise you. Bray
That would be
Wyatt.
so fucked if it was.
That would be so out of taste. That is a great way to get canceled, dude. You better not be joking about no fucking Bray Wyatt doc. But no, we are going to get a doc for Bray Wyatt. It's going to be narrated by The Undertaker, which is, I couldn't think of a better narrator for that. Maybe Bo Dallas, but like Undertaker should be the guy to do that. So I'm fucking gonna ugly cry when I watch that. I know that. My wife even says, she's like, when are you gonna watch it? I'm like, probably not on April 1st. I know that. I ain't gonna have the fucking time to sit there and cry in an emo phase for half the day. I've got to actually sit there, plan, buy some ice cream, grab some wine, hide in a dark room. They took my guy, man. What? It's gonna be bad.
Took your twin, your doppelganger. Actually, you're the doppelganger.
Totally. I'm keeping his swag alive, you know.
Yeah, with the iconic photo.
Bro, I did that all of Halloween, and people were like, I went to a church trick or treat for my kid, like, cause that he wanted to be with his friends for Halloween, and that was what they were doing. So we went to a church trick or treat, and I'm fucking Bray Wyatt, and it looks really out of place, but I kept getting, oh, I know who you are all fucking night by these like New Balance ass motherfucking wearing soccer dad type dudes, like. It was.
That
I
just
was
shows
a big
the
hit.
state of professional wrestling that you had a great WWE costume and none of the kids knew who you were. And it was all middle-aged men.
I was a hit with the soccer dance. And the great part about being Bray Wyatt for Halloween is that is the least amount of effort I have ever put into a costume. Yeah. All I did was tie my hair up and fucking carry a lantern. I'm Bray Wyatt. It's so easy. I didn't even paint my face for that one. I grabbed a lantern, I tied my hair up, and that was it. I'm Bray Wyatt. Oh, I know who you are. Yeah, I bet you do. Fuck. All right, so let's get to this Cody Rhodes town hall. We get a Cody Rhodes town hall. Cody comes to the ring after saying all the shit we already know about the match at WrestleMania with Roman Reigns. He shifts focus to The Rock. Cody says he's noticed The Rock calls himself the people's favorite heel on Instagram. So after some tremendous smashing of the fourth wall, Cody says The Rock isn't a heel, he's an asshole. Cody Rhodes is going to be using some big boy words tonight. And by the way, every time that Cody Rhodes is going to use a big boy word, he is going to have the most awkward mean mug I have ever seen in all of wrestling. It is the Cody Rhodes trying to look mean doesn't work. If you want to talk about bad war faces, Cody Rhodes has got a bad war face.
And it's a bad combination because he's got a bad war face. And like I don't know what it was about the words he selected tonight, but it really showed off his lisp. And
yeah, like, you can definitely hear Dusty in this motherfucker. I'm so glad someone else caught that shit. I didn't write that in my notes because I didn't want to be a dick.
So it's like you go from like The Rock and his thing on Friday to like a guy with obviously bleached blonde hair with a lisp, like trying to put his mean face on in the mirror.
Then that's the one that the kids like. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Every time that he makes that face.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad face.
Every time I say a cuss word, he's gonna make that face right after he says the cuss word. And
the whole promo is like he goes. It's like you ever get in an argument when you were in middle school and you trash someone and then the other kid goes, "No, you are." That's the promo.
He looks like he's almost crying every time he's trying to look mean.
The fucking picture in the notes, he looks constipated, bro.
Dude, no, the promo, by the way, I will get to more of it, but the promo is very... You know when Tony, in Spider-Man 3, when Tony Parker goes on that weird streak that he went on?
Yeah.
This is just laden with that kind of energy, dude. Like, Cody Rhodes is trying to be The Rock bad, and it's not working. But fuck. Alright, so... Fuck, I hate this face. Is gonna make me laugh. And I have to... I shouldn't have put pictures here. Cody knows Rock has been making fun of him for crying last week. And there's no crying in wrestling, Jimmy Duggan. So good job on calling that, Brendan.
I knew it.
But ain't that what The Rock's been doing the whole time? Well, since the Yes Men at TKO won't tell it to The Rock like it is, Cody is going to take the longest road to calling The Rock a whiny bitch. That's how he's going to tell it like it is. After this, Cody wants to talk about mothers and compliments The Rock's mom. calling her a very nice woman. Wow. While telling The Rock that she doesn't know who his mom is, Mama Rhodes beats the shit out of undercover cops at Willie Nelson concerts. She ain't scared of your bitch ass Rock. Dude, when he said that, I dropped.
I was like,
Mama Rhodes is more of a badass than Cody, dude.
yeah, that was my first thought. My second thought was like, didn't The Rock already talk enough shit on her? Now her own son is calling her white trash on national television. That's some white trash ass shit. Fighting undercover cops at Willie Nelson concerts.
Mama Rhodes sitting here like, the fuck, man? What did I do? Oh, fuck. Alright, so... Jesus. Cody then asked The Rock if he's bringing Big Dwayne energy to WrestleMania or Little Dick Syndrome. Cody... Why are we saying Little Dick Syndrome on USA TV networks, dude? Does Law and Order get away with that? Law and Order probably gets away with that.
There's some pretty vile shit in Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order probably gets away with that. Little Dick Syndrome. That's... Hearing Cody say that is so very, very awkward.
Listen, Rock. Your little dick.
After that, Cody tells The Rock he's Roman's side bitch. And then we hear, ladies and gentlemen, and I immediately mark out, my name is Paul Heyman. Finally, somebody with microphone skills is going to come and save this fucking 20 minutes that we've been listening to. Paulie's come out to drop bars on Cody and make 0 sense while he's doing it. By the way, I have come out here to tell you that the ideals that you and I share are far greater than the interest of which we conflict. For example, don't you just hate it when someone comes out and demands an apology of you? Not that you've done that, but I'm here to offer an apology. Paul Heyman, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, when he was done, I was just like, all right, Paul's not going to make sense tonight. Cool, great. None of this is good. The next 20 minutes just doesn't make sense. All right. We're going with it. Anyway, Paul Heyman is apologizing for the fiasco with the undercover cops, or the off-duty cops, and comes bearing a message from Roman. Roman will be at SmackDown alone to speak with Cody, and he expects Cody to be alone as well. To which Cody says deal. This is going to end up being a big thing tonight. Jay Uso is going to be like, oh, you sure, man? Seth Rollins is going to be like, oh, you sure, man? He's just going to go talk to the guy on SmackDown. What could go wrong? Like everything, but what could go wrong?
Everything.
You know? So I think that took like 20 minutes to say nothing. Well, to call Rock a whiny bitch.
Yeah, Cody had to tell Rock he's a whiny bitch with a little dick and backhandedly call out Vince Russo. That was this promo. And tune into SmackDown.
Yeah. Because that's what SmackDown needs right now, by the way, is Raw needs to send some fucking help over there. So, all in all, I'm just happy to see Paul Heyman. Anyway, let's get to Ricochet versus Dom Mysterio that goes fucking nowhere. As the entrants to the match get into the ring, Pat McAfee takes a moment to let everyone know he almost tore an ACL, eating all over himself. Which, thank you, Pat. I love that. I needed to know that. Please share more information of this nature. The match gets underway, and already Pat McAfee is fucking killing me. Thing about this Dirty Dom guy, if he was to have a wedding, he would be booed at his own wedding. And then Cole added, I think his own group would even boo him too. This all, in fact, did happen, in real life, which I find awesome that they found a way to fit that into a wrestling show. We get a very standard, albeit high caliber flyer match. A lot of in-air moves that look really sick. We get some back and forth until we get Dom setting up a 619 that Ricochet reverses into a recoil, which I'm guessing is the name of his finisher, for a pinfall. Not much to say here. It's just an extension of what we already saw last week with McDonough. Ricochet's running through the lower ranking members of Judgment Day.
Fraud alert.
Super fraud. Speaking of fraud alert, we're going to get Sami Zayn and Chad Gable backstage. Sami finds Gable backstage and tries to give him props for last week's match. Gable ain't having it tonight, and he's very standoffish. Sami wants to know what the fuck is up with Chad. All of a sudden, he's being a dick. Chad says, he always says what he always says at every match, that it meant more. Sammy's tired of hearing that shit already, so that boils down to Chad's real issue, which is he doesn't think he can beat Gunther. Chad doesn't think that fucking Sami can beat Gunther. Hey, whose side are you on, Chad? What the fuck? Are you siding with the Third Reich on this? What the hell? Anyway, after that, we get Sami Zayn Gunther contract signing, which I don't like this. This is the one part of Raw I didn't like. It was lukewarm. It sucked. Wasn't all that special. Gunther needs a little bit more work on putting heat. He can't just keep relying on you're a Nazi. You got to put in some effort, dude. Anyway, Pierce brings out both Sami and Gunther to sign the contract for the WrestleMania match. Sami comes out wearing his normal shirt and pants, while Gunther comes out wearing a suit like a Nazi fuck. And he spends his first few moments on the microphone dissing Sami's fit. What a dick. Sami, clearly leaning into being the underdog, vows to defy the odds once again and end the Third Reich's reign, just as he's ended the Usos' reign before it. Gunther tells Sami that nobody believes that, not even him. All Sami's doing is begging for a Nazi beatdown. Sami's dreams will meet reality at WrestleMania. Contracts get signed, Gunther exits the ring, Sami reiterates that he's looking at the man who will take him down at WrestleMania. Whatever. Oh, look. Speaking of Gunther. Gunther! Dude, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Is that it? He just came to fucking grace us with our presence? Yeah, I understand. I get it.
Sorry. Technical difficulties. So,
all right.
I was wondering if Monkey had any questions for Gunther. He decided to join us tonight. You were talking shit about him.
Yeah, I got some fucking questions. What the fuck is with this Third Reich, bro?
Oh man!
We sent this all to Fox.
You know, while I
understand
that,
by the way, folks,
I understand that, I just want you to know, Gunther, that John Cena is around, and his ass will come and put you in your place if you get too crazy with this Nazism shit, okay? And we'll even call Sergeant Slaughter. Like, we mean business around here, dude.
We also have Cody Rhodes, the American Badass, so. Oh, he didn't like that one. God bless America.
Well, thank you, Gunther. I appreciate your time, and we'll look forward to speaking with you the next time you're on the show. Thank
Your
you so much for
problems are
joining
with
us.
Pat McAfee, sir. Just saying.
All right.
Fuck.
If Paul Heyman's not on the next podcast, I'm not joining. As the wise woman of the podcast, I would like the wise man to join.
Or R-Truth. I'll take R-Truth.
Oh, I'll take our
What's
truth,
up?
actually.
What's up? What's up?
I wonder how
Oh.
much it would cost to get R-Truth to make an appearance on a podcast.
I feel like he would actually enjoy it.
$100.
I'll pay $100.
He
for
would no.
R-Truth to
He
be on
would
the
pay
podcast.
you $100 to be on the podcast.
Wait, I'm supposed to pay y'all?
Fuck yeah, dude. Pay me $100 to be on my podcast.
I love that guy so much. He's great.
Oh my god. Speaking of R-Truth, we get Awesome Truth versus Indus next. In preparation for their next match, Truth and Miz are backstage with DIY as Miz is trying to pump up R-Truth for this match. When Indus walks by them, Truth says, "I feel bad for whoever has to face those guys." Yep. So we have a final qualifier match for the six-pack ladder tag team championship, and it's Awesome Truth versus those guys. Indus Sheer. Truth and Miz come out, and it's going to be another Truth live rap performance on the ring, but first he has to stop Miz from fucking it all up, which I find absolutely hilarious. Which, no folks, that was not a work. That really was Miz about to totally fuck up R-Truth's entrance. And R-Truth going, dude, shut the fuck up. In the nicest way possible and still making it look like her performance. That wasn't a rib. There's no way that R-Truth just automatically grew a brain and told Miz to shut the fuck up. Like, there was no quick role reversal there. Miz was fucking up the entrance. Promise. I promise. Anyway, so Truth, the match starts with Truth in the ring with Samba. But Samba roared at him, so Truth's like, yeah, no, fuck that. And tagged Miz in. So Miz gets thrown around for a while by both members of Indus Sheer, which basically just look like carbon copies of Mahal. That's it. They're just different versions of Jinder. It's just Jinder copy pasted with like different lengths of beard. Like it's really weird. Some with one version of Jinder has chest hair a little bit more than the other version, and the other version's got a longer beard. It's weird. We got a weird trifecta of Jinder going on over here. A Jinderfecta.
There's a lot of weird trifectas in WWE 2K. Like the NWO John Cena, that's weird to me.
Yeah, it is. What the
Yeah.
When did that? I had to get reminded.
I understand the Firefly. You did the whole showcase mode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it made sense, but it's like, all right, I don't need 17 versions of John Cena.
Yes, you do, because you can't
No.
see him.
No, thank you. And they didn't give me Randy Orton's other theme music that was pretty fire. They gave me his lame first one.
Yeah. Whack.
Whack!
Do better. Make
Do
update.
better.
Do better. Make update.
Make
So,
an
like-
update.
What happened to this Jinder Mahal guy? He was like wrestling for a while, and now he's not.
I think
So
he
what's-
got
I don't.
He had
I-
an injury and then he came back, but I don't think he had like pushed.
Maybe he's still healing.
Let me see.
I just remember randomly tuning into WWE for like 2 months, and Vince was trying to like push the shit out of this guy for no fucking reason. And then he randomly won the title. It was
I hate
really
it.
weird.
I hated when he was champ. So annoying. I don't know.
Anyway,
Now there's 3 Jinders.
so Miz gets thrown around for a while by the two genders anyway, before he gets an R-Truth tag and the ceremonial John Cena moveset display. A double-teamed, skull-crushing finale on Samba puts him on the floor while Veer is being dragged from under the rope by Miz, who was at that point on the outside of the ring. On the way down, Veer hit Truth with an elbow, who had fallen back on to the unconscious Samba for a pinfall. So Awesome Truth has accidentally punched their ticket.
I really want them to win.
They're not going to.
Just to piss off Judgment Day.
Honestly, they're probably the first ones out.
Because of R-Truth. He does something.
I think Priest is going to fucking completely annihilate R-Truth in like 10 seconds and get him out. Like, I don't.
But I think it would be funnier if he survives somehow.
Oh, you know what? He can't. They can't eliminate him. It's a ladder match.
Yeah. What was it? Something I saw on the post that like R-Truth is gonna try pinning somebody in the ladder match.
That would be funny.
Like, why am I not winning?
Fucking is the crowd counts like to 2,000.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, Jinder was injured.
Or he gonna eliminate everyone over the top rope.
Start celebrating like, yeah, I won.
Yeah.
So after Truth, we get Sammy and Chad backstage too. Sammy finds Chad backstage again, wants to know why Chad said what he had said earlier. Chad said he can't beat Gunther because he's made a career on being an underdog waiting for a window of opportunity. And Gunther's never going to give him one. If Sammy doesn't change his mentality, he's not going to beat Gunther. That was the promo. It was nice, quick, to the point. Chad Gable says, go fuck yourself, peace, I'm out.
Some wise words from Walmart Kurt Angle.
From Midget Angle. Don't worry. After this, we get a Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre promo. So we do get. I like when Drew McIntyre's on a microphone right now. He's making me laugh. Anyways, Drew's coming to the ring wearing his Savior of WrestleMania shirt. By the way, are these shirts like available to buy?
I hope so. Did you get to read what was on the back of the
on
shirt?
The back? Yeah, like the little checklist of shit. Yeah.
Hold up, I have a picture of it on my phone. I'll read it off. It's fucking hilarious. So it's a checklist on the back of his shirt.
Hurt CM Punk.
So the first one is injure CM Punk. The second one is win the Chamber, and then it says win the World Championship at WrestleMania, and then become immortal.
So we're fucking
awesome.
Stealing it all, bro.
Dude, I love this guy.
Yo, it's on the WWE website.
Yes!
Oh, yes. I want one.
Those shirts are gonna be fucking...
That's so
one
funny.
Cycle print shirts.
The 3 shirts that he's like the shirt of CM Punk on the tomb. That's on the WWE website too. Both of them are on the WWE website. That's so funny.
It's fucking WWE's just making up shirts to sell to people. Fucking all right, Drew.
It's $32.99 free shipping. Go ahead and make your purchase.
Drew said, "Oh, Jey Uso's the guy selling the most merch, but is he selling the most items?" All right.
That's so funny.
All right, so as Drew comes to the ring wearing the Savior of WrestleMania shirt, his interest is immediately interrupted by Seth Rollins, who makes a spectacle of himself getting into the ring, drawing Drew's ire. Seth apologizes for soaking up the spotlight, and after admitting that Drew was right, the first step on the road to recovery is always the hardest, Seth tearfully declares himself a spotlight junkie. This is clearly very hard for him, so the crowd helps him out with spotlight junkie chants. Drew is unimpressed with all of this and takes a few moments to beat the what chants again, reminding everyone when they say it, it really means that he's glad that he hurt CM Punk. This Scottish fucking genius gets hit with CM Punk chants and then tells the crowd CM Punk would never be in a place like Raleigh. waits for the crowd to start booing him, and then goes, "You hear that, CM Punk? They're booing you." Fucking, I love this guy, dude. He knows how to sucker a crowd better than fucking most of the roster. He's just sitting there,
As far as everyone that's like on the active roster that's been there for a while, he's the most entertaining person they have right now. He's really good. I like watching him, and everyone should take notes from him.
I'm surprised.
It's not every time I've
figure
seen
it
a
out.
what chant get beat, bro.
Yeah. I was concerned that he was going to be able to draw in the crowd, but he did it.
Seth tells him to shut the fuck up, and then goes on it's like full Eddie Guerrero. He goes on a whole tangent about the spotlight being his fix in a promo that I am very sure some lines were taken verbatim from Eddie's promo on a very similar subject. Dude, the way he says it, I very much believe he copied some of the promo word for word. Because I hear Eddie Guerrero, like, in the promo. And it's I don't hear Seth Rollins end sentences like with "man," and he did it twice, and I was like, that sounds like Eddie. I think you stole Eddie's promo, you dick. That's really, you dick. But whatever, he didn't steal it all the way. He stole a couple lines. After declaring he will make Hollywood's biggest star and his side chick his bitches, he will be dealing with Drew on night 2. Drew again says Seth's priorities are fucked up, and he's going to get the moment he's earned even if he has to drag Seth's dead body into the ring to do it. Seth ends the promo telling Drew that when the spotlights shine the brightest, Drew's going to find out he isn't as good as he thinks he is. He basically insinuates that Drew McIntyre is the WWE's Tua Tagovailoa. See, I can make a dolphin joke too. Alright, so New Day versus Brendan's favorite person in the whole fucking wide world, Otis.
Dude, so I started watching wrestle again after fucking the Super Bowl's over because we all agreed on this. Where the fuck has this guy been the whole time? This is the best guy they have. They haven't shown him once.
He had a whole thing with Mandy, who's not even in wrestling anymore, and that was a great storyline. So funny. And that's what pushed him.
Tell me this motherfucker bagged Mandy.
Yeah, Mandy.
Legend! No, I'm with you on this, Brendan. He is the best thing ever.
Dude, are you kidding me? Mullet, full neck beard, fat as hell.
I love him, Joe.
He's so good.
Legend.
I don't know.
Forever.
The WWE does a really bad job on pushing him. Like, he's such a great character.
Probably because there's some fucking haters over in WWE. He's sitting here bagging Mandy, bro. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Fuck. Good for him, bro. Otis, god damn it, man. You are an inspiration to fat people everywhere.
It's the belly wave, man. That just be getting the ladies.
He seems very confident too for a fat dude.
Yeah.
He's so confident about it. Like, it's awesome. And he does the little belly wag.
He makes. He's like, I'm like, ew. But I can't stop watching.
He looks like, and Pat McAfee alluded to it, but he looks like the wrestling version of Fat Bastard.
Yes.
Pat McAfee made kind of a joke that mentioned it, and I'm like, he does kind of look like him. He's just not. He's a fit fat bastard. He's a fat bastard after the Jared diet, like.
Yeah.
They need to put him and the fucking Viking guy together.
Yes, I agree. Him and Ivar would be a fucking match, bro. All right, so God damn it, I lied again. This is a qualifier match too. But it's not a good match. It's only good because Otis is involved. Otis makes it good. That's it. This is going to be, again, a really strong match for Otis, who starts off by stomaching Xavier Woods to death, as Pat McAfee had put it. There is minimal offense trading for a good portion of this match as we get an awesome showcase of Otis, who spends a decent while fucking the New Day up, and some very awesome looking offense. I saw Otis perform one of the greatest worms I've ever seen a fat man pull off ever. Like, imagine if Otis was in Too Cool.
Oh my god.
This is not to say Tozawa doesn't get to show off his stuff, as a spot on the top rope sees Tozawa land a senton on Xavier Woods that had an ungodly amount of elevation. This dude lifted. Like, he was flying. New Day does find a way to take control of the match. Kofi DDTs Otis to the floor on the outside, which is a pretty unceremonious end to what Otis was. It doesn't look legit. Like, Otis spent the entire match fucking these people up, and a DDT puts him away. Whack.
I'm pissed, bro. I wanted this guy in fucking WrestleMania. Fuck the New Day. I've seen enough of the New Day. I want fucking this guy. He needs his moment.
Anyway, so Xavier Woods hits a flying elbow from the third rope for a pinfall. New Day advances, and we get a Piero Patastraya replay of Otis stomaching Xavier to death. The Piero Patastraya replay is fucking awesome. That's where the fat bastard line came in. What he said was he's like, he sees the fucking he freeze frames fucking him like in the picture grabbing the fucking Xavier and looking down. He's like, do you think he's gonna take that giant ham hock of an arm and just club him over the head with it? Let's find out. Roll it. No, he's gonna put him in his stomach. He says, "Get in my belly." And I'm going, Pat McAfee, stop it. I can't take any more of this. You God. JR and fucking Jerry would kill for you, dude.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Pat McAfee on a commentary team was the best decision anybody ever made, and whoever made that decision, probably Triple H, deserves a fucking medal. Honestly. If we could clone like 4 Pat McAfees, we've got a good announced team for both. After that, it's okay. It's a short night. I guess it's because fucking Jey Uso took a decent while. But it's because this takes a decent while. It's Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax, last woman standing. I remember this took like fucking 20 minutes. This was like 2 commercial breaks of a fucker beatdown. Before the match, Liv in the back with Becky reassures her that she will not be interfering tonight. Nia is all hers. This is a hell of a match. I'm sorry, it is way better than I thought it was going to be. We open with Nia doing all of her typical fat person offense, basically doing what she can to crush Becky. Becky ain't having it though, and will fight back at every opportunity. There's a spot where these two both struggle to get a broken table set up. And the whole broken table thing, watching it personally, I was fucking dying because I know what's going on. I'm just like, bro, just give up on it. And they take way too long to get to that conclusion. But
it's hilarious. And the crowd started fucking booing them too. They're like, fucking move on.
All right, it's broke. We get it. Fuck it. Nia in specific takes 2 attempts to try to set this table up before giving up on it. And then she fat drops Becky into a stack of chairs that she threw into the ring after giving up on the table. I don't know if that spot was improvised or not because of the table, but whatever. It looked cool. Becky recovered, will not stand down no matter how much of an incredible back and forth goes on. And it goes on. We get fucking chairs, kendo sticks, fire extinguishers, steel steps, basically all of your typical stuff from under the ring. The girls brutalize each other for a very decent while. Becky eats a table and an annihilator. Then Nia eats a table, being manhandle slammed through it. Match comes to a conclusion when Nia recovers from the table spot and leaned on the announcer's table for Becky, whom had climbed a ladder that she had set up next to the table. Leg dropped her through the table. The fucking spot looks sick. I mean, until the land again. These tables aren't convincing when they break, so the land kind of fucking takes away from the impact, I guess, because it doesn't look as cool as it could have looked. But for what it was sick. She came from way up, like she basically Jeff Hardy'd Nia Jax through a table.
I just have one request. I want them to bring back the Spanish announce table. The sacrificial Spanish announce table. They need to bring that back.
Yeah. And for the matter, let's get a Spanish announce team.
Yeah. And I thought the funniest part of this match was when Becky got the fire extinguisher out and she missed and fire extinguished like 10 people in the front row.
I think those people, if I'm not mistaken, were like that was like the family that got featured earlier on TV. You want a contest? Here's a fire extinguisher. Are you a Make-A-Wish Foundation? Did you wish for this? All right, so the night ended up with Rhea Ripley coming to the ring and having to stare off with Becky. It was a good Raw. Great Raw.
It was good. It was this is a good way to kind of build up Becky a bit before that match, because going into like WrestleMania, I'm like, there's no fucking way this fucking Chat GPT bitch is gonna even have a chance with Rhea Ripley. But now it's like, oh, okay, well she did this, so maybe. I still don't think she has a fucking chance, though.
I have a conspiracy theory regarding this division. Rhea Ripley will fall, but it's not going to be to Nia or Becky or Belair or Charlotte. I think Rhea Ripley falls to Tiffany Stratton.
I agree, but I think that's a ways out.
No, I think that's going to be a year or two build, because the reason I come up to this conclusion is because of the way Tiffany Stratton keeps getting booked. We discussed it earlier when we were having that Goldberg conversation. They're slow cooking Tiffany, but she's strong, super strong, and you can tell she's getting over way quicker than they thought with her. So I just feel like that's gonna be the next one that gets the rocket on their back. That's the one that because Rhea looks too strong for anybody right now. Tiffany, though, you can build into a good, and it's a nice yin yang. Their gimmicks are completely different.
Yeah.
One looks like she comes from fucking Motionless in White. The other one looks like she comes from a pop band. The gimmicks are completely different with the same kind of personality. They're both egotistical bitches. It's awesome. That's the match that I want to see, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen. Jay's beating Jimmy. I don't care.
Yes, agreed.
If Jimmy wins, we riot.
Yes.
And if Roman wins, we riot. I'm tired of Roman needs to lose this one.
I'm sorry. It would I get that, but also just because I love going on to WWE Twitter and listen to all these fucking crazy people, and I would love nothing else than to go on Twitter after WrestleMania.
You fucking Cody crybabies!
Dude, if they just make this into a 5-minute squash match where fucking Roman just hits this fucking guy off the face of the planet in 5 minutes, and then it's just over.
Cody Rhodes is all elite.
He's gone.
We didn't just kill Cody Rhodes. We killed Cody Rhodes. All right? He's going back. He's going to fucking build this time. He's not going to build a throne. He's going to fucking murder some Hawaiian-looking artifact from Samoan culture. Burn an effigy or something.
That and my only hope is because there's always cameos and surprises awaiting us in the weeks ahead. Give me Rikishi.
Yes.
Rikishi, I agree with that. I said something about that earlier to somebody. I want to see Rikishi.
We said that last week too, that Rikishi should be the guest referee.
Or something in the Uso match.
Yeah, it would just make sense.
It'd be you got to bring in the dad to make sure the kids are fighting fair.
Like, if not a guest referee, just let him be at like what Ric Flair did for Sting. Just come to the ring. Like, I think Rikishi deserves that. Like, your two kids are gonna be at WrestleMania.
That's a great father moment right there. Like, your two kids have a singles match to each other. That's pretty dope.
Again, dude,
I'm sure he'll be there, but I hope they just involve him in the same way that if I hope Tony Khan is dumb enough to let Goldust show up to help Cody.
That'd be so funny.
That one's the one that's a little more improbable.
Yeah, it is.
Because Tony Khan's a petty asshole. Tony Khan let badass Billy Gunn over to WWE, and they got really fucking pissed at it because Triple H took a shot at AEW during that, and ever since that happened, Khan is super against letting people go over to WWE because he said, I extended that olive branch once and they pissed in my face for it, which he's got a point.
Yeah.
But what did you expect? I mean, come on.
But AEW was basically created against WWE. Like, fuck you guys. We're going to make our own brand.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's wrestling, bro. Tony, get over it.
Yeah.
Like, I understand the point. Like, I get his point. I do. It's a fair point. But, dude, it's wrestling. Get the fuck over it. That's you had Cody Rhodes 2 years ago smashing a Triple H throne. Like, stop.
And he's saying all this shit, acting like he's trying to have like a profitable business, which he's not. He's a fucking billionaire playing with his toys. He's not trying to make any fucking money.
He's a guy with a lot of money that bought his toy box in real life. He's playing with his real life action figures. And hey, I mean, more power to you. If you can afford it, do it. But I mean, you can't hate on people that criticize you for it. You make that shit public. Yeah. Motherfucker, for us to criticize it. I like fucking the Uso thing. I think that is my favorite thing in WrestleMania, even more than the main events. I'm more invested in the Usos. I really need to see that match. Woo! How do you think it wins?
Disqualification.
Does Solo get involved?
Oh,
he is a brother
I
too.
hope not. That's gonna be so annoying.
You can't push one without the other.
Well, if you bring Solo, who's another brother cousin in that family? Tamina. He can get involved and just kick Solo's ass.
Isn't Nia Jax? No, Nia Jax is The Rock's family, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like distant. Like Tamina's actually like a direct family.
Yeah, in their tree.
Yeah,
like, in their tree, not some branch far away that's kind of connected to them.
Yeah, exactly. So like that would be cool if like Solo tries to interfere and then like
Naomi is in that tree.
She's married to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Here's what we do. Solo tries to run in. And then here comes Rikishi, and he puts that ass in his face. And
this is my son's match. Get the fuck out!
And then Rikishi comes out and finds Nia Jax in the back and crowns her the new Rikishi.
He basically is. She got the ass finisher and everything.
You do stink face good.
I like did it for The Rock.
I don't know. I don't like Nia at all.
Oh my god! What if Rikishi hits his poor kid in the fucking back of the head with a chair and then says, I did it for The Rock.
I did it for The Rock.
No!
I did it for The Rock.
Everyone is just coming back.
That was one of the most random storylines of all time. They're like, who tried to murder Stone Cold? Rikishi?
Why? No, would that happen in life? Like in real time? And I was a little kid. I was so fucked off from that. I was like, what the fuck is Rikishi? Why are you doing? I screamed at the TV. Why are you doing that? What are you doing with Stone Cold? You don't have no business with Stone Cold. You dance. Why are you hitting Stone Cold? I did it for The Rock. Fuck you. Me, when I was a kid, watching wrestling with me was a spectacle, dude. Like that's why I let my kid go, because I was way worse. I was violently angry about wrestling when shit didn't go my way. I was such a mark for the Hardy Boys, but I was also like a huge mark for Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they did some fucking angle when they put Stone Cold and Triple H together, and the way they sealed that angle is they basically tore apart the Hardy Boys and beat the shit out of Lita with chairs, and I was in an existential crisis the entire week from it. I was just like, what do I do? I'm committing treason. I don't know what to do. Do I root against Stone Cold? Do I root against... I was a 12-year-old with a lot of problems, bro. Like, I wasn't eating good that week, wasn't sleeping good that week. Stone Cold hit Lita with a chair, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, it was. I miss being young. Now my fun is watching people fuck up in wrestling shows while my kid reacts to shit that I think is hilarious. That's the fun of wrestling now for me. Which it's a nice new way to enjoy professional wrestling. Like, yeah, it's kind of the it's not real. That's Santa Claus isn't real, and I know it. So that part of it's ruined for me. But
my fun of wrestling is going onto Twitter and telling marks that that Otis deserves a main event more than Cody Rhodes and watching their brains explode.
I got this one guy on my. He's in my inbox. He's a friend of mine, and I had told him I guess I made the mistake of telling him I liked Rhea Ripley. Dude, I get 3 messages a day on how he hates Rhea Ripley. She finds Rhea Ripley ugly, and he hammerjacks him in like, I will be minding my own fucking business on a random goddamn Tuesday at work doing some shit, and he'll message me like, you know, I think Rhea Ripley's dumb. I'll be like, oh god. Like, that's the fun of wrestling now. Wrestling fans like that are great. They keep this shit entertaining. That's why I think wrestling can't die, bro. Because people get born with that kind of mental deficiency, and it still works for them. They make their money off that demographic, and they do quite well.
All right, my little chickens.
Yep, I was just about to say, guys. We have covered SmackDown. We have covered Raw. We've talked our shit, and we have been on for 2 minutes 33 or 2 hours 33 minutes. It is fucking midnight. It's time to go home. Oh, we are home. It's time to go to bed.
Yeah, go home. You're drunk.
I've only 3 beers in. I got 3 more to go. I'm hoping to get there. I took it light tonight.
This is for you.
Oh god.
I'm going to fly down to Florida after next season, and I'm going to have a fucking Stone Cold moment where I throw that bitch off a bridge.
and then Mikey will have a heart attack.
If you do that, I might kill you, you know?
If I do that, I will pay for a new one, I promise.
I'm just saying.
It's a triple threat match.
Man.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to win, and then I'm going to fly down to Florida, I'm going to throw it off the bridge, and then I'm going to come onto the podcast, and I'll have a fucking UFA spinner belt.
I fucking hate this guy. I want that Travis.
You know what, PJ? You see this belt? Fuck this belt. And that's the bottom line, because Pick'em God said so.
Yeah, you're right. And then I riot the streets. But yeah, get ready, guys. You get to see this every fucking week until the new year.
I can't wait.
In my hands.
I can't wait.
It would be great because it would be hilarious because if I win it, I'll just change my picture to a picture of the belt.
I fucking hate this guy so fucking much, bro.
No, you know what you
kidding.
do, Brendan. You know what you do. You turn your camera on, but you always have it facing
the belt.
It's an awkward camera shot of like some guy with it. It's just a torso and a belt. Like maybe the edge of the beard moves down in the shot a little bit when you're talking, but otherwise it's just whatever shirt you're wearing and the belt.
Life blood lesson that never happens. Like I'm gonna study so hard just to make sure. I'm gonna like make picks just to anti-pick Brendan. Just to make sure he doesn't win. I don't care if I place fucking 11th, as long as he.
That's
12th,
how he
I'm
played
happy.
me. That's how he played me and got the belt. He anti-picked me in the last round. Or no, he didn't anti-pick me. He match-picked me and anti-picked the Dolphin.
And I yeah, of course, I knew his kryptonite.
So, thanks, Dolphins! 18 plus fucking 1 week of undying fucking loyalty.
Okay.
And all I get in return is PJ wearing a fucking belt.
And that's how I got this one, guys.
I'm sorry, but that was my favorite moment of our past season is you picking the Dolphins against Tennessee and PJ saying no, Tennessee's gonna win, and then they did. And then I sent you mayo.
No, the one that's the worst, the biggest kick in the dick is
was
when
the Josh
I came.
Allen jersey.
It was when but it was Mac Jones. When I came home at 2 a.m. from that game, to the first thing being handed to me was a Mac Jones jersey in a box.
And what's great about that is like you were so convinced that was a setup because you got the Mac Jones jersey that night, and then you got the mayo the next morning, and so Charles had ordered that Mac Jones jersey like 2 weeks prior from China, and we had no idea when it was showing up, and you were so convinced we set that up.
What are friends for, Monkey?
Dude, you have no, because when she handed, I was already so fucking livid because that game, the way that game ended for me, I was with my dad. 2 minutes left in the game, I told my dad, let's hit it, let's go, because my poor dad's in there with a fucking cane, like he's got a rod in his leg, like this shit sucks for him late at night and it's cold, so I'm. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's beat the guys out. We won. It's all right. Don't worry about it. We didn't even, make it to the fucking spiral before shit's going out of control, bro. Like, I'm looking at the TV like, oh, I am fucking messed up. And I left my dad in the food court to go back to my seat. Because whatever in my brain ticked and said, I fucked up. I left my seat. So I went and made a vain attempt to go back to my seat, thinking that this is going to change the whole fucking outcome of this game and stop whatever the fuck is happening right now, just so that I could see what happened to me in real time on the field with some guy going, oh, you came back like a fucking asshole. And I wanted to kill him for that. Oh, that nightmare. And then to come home at 2 a.m, half drunk, fucking dead tired from emotional stress and anxiety for 60 straight minutes.
Yeah,
and the first thing I see is a Mac Jones jersey in a box.
That's funny.
Just, hey, babe, somebody gave this to you. It's a box. It says UFA Monkey, and I immediately knew this box is fucked up.
That's what happens when you're friends. We're going to send you shit after you lose. On that note, good night, motherfuckers. Try to win this belt from me.
Peace. We're going to see you on Sunday.
Bye.
Bye. Peace.